This is a walkthrough video on a capacity analysis problem. I think this is from MyLab, homework number 4, question number 2. So if you are provided with a question like this, it will be easier to identify what is the process time for each process. Currently, only number of units per hour is provided. So we don't really know what is the process time on each process. So I'm just going to get that first. For sawing, I'm going to convert everything by minute. 60 divided by 2.5. It's 24 minutes for sawing. For sanding, it's 60 over 2.1, which is, and drilling is 60 minutes, each 5 units. You got 12 minutes per unit. Okay. Welding, 60 minutes, 5 units. It's gonna be. For assembly, it's actually tricky. So for assembly process, for one single process, it's gonna be 75 minutes. So all of them are unit, right? Per unit, minute per unit is the unit. So as you can see, the assembly process, it can even complete 1 unit in 1 hour. So it's taking actually longer than 1 hour to complete 1 unit. But this is a parallel process, okay? Parallel process assembly. So in every 60 minutes, it is creating 3.8. So it's basically making 2.4 in each 60 minutes, right? So this is a minute per unit. Okay, I hope this last one makes sense to you. If you need think a little bit, please pause and think why this is 25 minutes per unit. It's because in this parallel process, we are creating, we have 3 parallel processes that does the same job at the same time together. Okay, in every 75 minutes, we're creating 3 units. That's why we're seeing 25 minutes per unit. Okay, so the first question is, where is the bottleneck process? The bottleneck process is the process where it consumes the longest amount of time. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different processes here. As you can see, the sanding actually consumes the longest amount of time. Therefore, I would label sanding as the bottleneck process. So the bottleneck time for sanding is 28.5714. So that's actually the bottleneck time for this entire process. All right, and the throughput time of the overall system. So just gonna drop this time next to those processes. So 24 minutes. This guy is, I believe this is sanding, right? 28. Drilling is 12 minutes. And welding is 12 minutes as well. And for this, I'm just gonna put, yeah, let me do it. Actually need to say these are 75 minutes per unit when this is a single process, but it's going to be 25 minutes per unit when this is a parallel process. Okay, so if you think about the throughput time, it's the amount of time that the raw parts are going through this entire process. So if you are dealing with a concurrent process, the longest process time will determine the process time in that concurrent process. So here, okay, let me do the calculation. Throughput throughput time is equal to 24 minutes, 28.57. So this 12-minute will get ignored because this is taking shorter than the other branch process time, okay? And the welding is 12. And because we're doing throughput time, instead of using 25, we're actually using 75 minutes, which is the actual amount of time we need to spend on the assembly process itself. All right, so it's 75, boom, 139.57. So I believe the solution will agree with mine. And lastly, if the firm operates 11 hours per day, 20 days per month, the monthly capacity of the manufacturing process. So we're talking about monthly capacity. We need monthly capacity. So let's see if we have enough information for that. So to do monthly capacity, we need to know what is the total available hours. And then we also need to know hourly rate, which is our capacity, right? So then you multiply total available hours with hourly rate. That actually gives you monthly capacity. So what is total available hour? Operates 11 hours per day and 20 days per month. Okay, so I won't stop here. Instead, I'll multiply 60 as well because everything so far has been using minute as the time unit. So it's going to be minutes. Okay, this is total available hours in unit. Okay, hope that makes sense to you. And what's our hourly rate? Our hourly rate is yeah, I think I may actually have to roll back this part because we do get hourly rate here. Let me see. I may be wrong, but let's see for now. Hours. And then in each hour we're getting what is our bottleneck time? It's 28.57. This is our hourly rate, units per hour, okay, or per 60 minutes. And for the monthly capacity in this case is going to be 220 multiply 2.1001, and this is our monthly capacity. The unit is actually the unit. See if that agrees with mine. I think it does. Okay, I did hesitate here a little bit because I wasn't sure what's the time unit I'm gonna use, but since we're asking the hourly rate, I thought that it's better stick with hours. Hope that this helps. Please let me know if any part here is not clear to you. Send me an email, okay? Thank you.